you guys, it is now Monday and it is officially the first day of classes and it is officially the first day of my senior year. So I'm looking kind of crazy right now because this morning all I have is some Zoom calls and so we're just gonna be on Zoom for a few hours and we're just gonna be getting an orientation of the classes. So today is my adult health class. On Mondays I'll be doing my clinicals for my adult health. So this can pretty much vary. We're gonna be at the hospitals, but this could be something like ER, it could be rehab. It just depends what specialties they put us in. So yeah, that's what my Mondays are gonna be, and so that's what today is. I just have 2 Zoom calls today, an orientation for the class overall, and then I have a second Zoom call with my clinical instructor. So it's just going to be my clinical instructor and then all of my other classmates that are going to be at my clinical site. So we're just kind of getting a rundown of the course, what to expect, and of course it's syllabus. So we're just going over the syllabus, the course expectations, dress code, what the kind of assignments that we're going to be doing, just basically what to expect for the semester. So yeah, I kind of do have a busy day today. So after my Zoom calls, I have to go on campus and I need to go to the Seton Hospital that's really close to campus, and I need to get my badge so that way I can do my clinicals. I have to go take my picture, get my ID badge for the clinical site. And then I told my friend that I would meet her at the gym. We do have a big gap between the orientations on Zoom, and then we're also going to have to meet at 6:30 to do our actual skills for the class. So I'm thinking we're going to be doing like venipuncture and G-tubes, things like that, like just kind of just a refresher. But yeah, so I'm just waiting for the Zoom calls to be over, just get through them, and then I will be on my way to campus.
So there is a clinical worksheet. You'll see that we use that mostly during the beginning of the semester to help you organize your data collection and be able to get better at chart lining and understanding where information is in the charts in the different facilities. It helps you organize your approach for the day, and it is something that we'll ask you to submit differently section by section. What I'm saying is, well, that's an intervention. And that's in the right direction, Ling Long. Other implications of a low blood sugar. Holding medications. That's good, Kristen. That's another one. Y'all are showing me you're thinking like how I want you to think as nurses.
So you're going to need to know, about your patient. You'll have assessed them. And then you're going to need to know about what medications you're giving. We're not going to give any meds that you have no idea what they are. There's a lot of meds out there. You may have to look them up, right? And that happens in clinical practice. Sometimes I get drugs that I've never heard of, and I got to go look them up before I can give them. I like to quiz my students pretty thoroughly on meds, because this is probably the most dangerous thing you could do as a nurse. So you really need to know your stuff. So really be prepared with, the routes, push rates, side effects, how it's going to interact with your patient's pathophys or any other medications. You're really going to want to know that stuff.
Okay guys, so I am getting ready to go. My Zoom calls are over, so I want to show you guys what I'm packing. I have to take my scrub so that way we can go to our skills class right after. So I'm taking my pants and my top, and I'm wearing my white Converse that I usually wear when I'm lifting. So I have to take my clinical shoes. These are the Nike Air Maxes. I've been using these for the past 2 years. I feel like they're perfect for clinicals because they don't look like corny nursing shoes, but they're also pretty comfortable, and they're approved by my nursing school because we have to have the non-permeable material on them. So these are good if you're looking for some nursing shoes. I definitely recommend these. I also have to pack up all my electronics because I have them all on my desk during my Zoom calls. I'm also gonna take my water bottles. I didn't even show this in my what's in my backpack video, but I should have. I take this everywhere with me. And then another thing I'm taking is my lunchbox. So it's 2 o'clock right now, and then our skills class starts at 6:30, but we won't be done till 8:30. So I'm definitely taking lunch. Last semester I had this with me every single day because there were literally days last semester where I would be at the nursing building for like 12 hours straight. Okay guys, my backpack is packed and I have my lunchbox, so I am actually ready to go. So I will see you guys there. Morphine, guys. Morphine. 4 milliliters. Guys, so it is now Tuesday morning and I am ready to start going to school. Before I go to my classes, I actually have to go get my TB test and my Tdap vaccine. It's just one of the requirements that we have for nursing school and for us to be allowed to stay in our clinical classes. So that's what I have to do first, and then I'm gonna go to my classes, and today is my pediatric skills class. So I'm gonna meet my professors for the first time, and I'm sure we're just gonna get a rundown of the course, and also we're probably just gonna practice some skills and kind of get like accustomed to the sites that we're gonna be at and things like that. So I'm almost ready to go. I'm fully dressed. I have my scrubs on. I'm wearing my orange scrubs. So yeah, I will see you when I get to school. Hello you guys, so I am back from school. I thought that I would update you guys on how my day went today. So like I said earlier, today was my pediatrics clinical class, And so I got to meet my clinical instructors. We finally got our assignments for where we're going to be doing our clinicals at. So it turns out that we are going to have half of the semester at a school, so whether that's elementary school, middle school, or high school, whatever we got assigned to. And then the other half we're going to be at the Children's Hospital here in Austin. So my class is doing the ISD schools in here in Austin first, and so I got assigned to an elementary school. I'm really excited about it. So apparently for 4 weeks I am going to be shadowing a school nurse, and I am going to be there throughout the whole entire school day. So whenever she goes into work and whenever she leaves, that's how long I'm going to be there. And then once those 4 weeks are up, we will then be transitioning into the Children's Hospital, where we'll be doing like inpatient. So yeah, that's what I did today, and it was a really eventful day. I was there from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So not only did I meet my clinical instructors and get our assignments, I'm making mashed potatoes by the way, but we also refreshed on our skills. So we were literally just like rotating all throughout the 4th floor. We were basically doing simulations, and so we had a whole bunch of pediatric mannequins where we were practicing our skills. We practiced IV starts. I'm gonna have to face my fears, and I'm gonna have to be doing a lot of IVs, and I need to get more comfortable with it. Yeah, we did IV starts, we did IV fluids. We also learned how to do CPR. We also learned a lot about the differences between adult health and pediatric health. There's different ways that you assess a child compared to a full-grown adult. So we were learning how to do our initial assessment, our primary assessment. We learned how to do medication calculations. They're really stressing our med math this semester, because in pediatrics, it's not just like one dose and they're good. A lot of the doses are based on the child's weight. So we're gonna have to be sharpening our math skills as well, which isn't really my strongest suit, but that's okay because we're gonna work on it and we're gonna keep growing, and I'm really excited for this semester. I don't think I've had any experience in pediatrics before, but it definitely is something that I considered in the past. So we'll see how that goes. I know I have a class tomorrow, but I just don't know what it is yet, and I don't care to check right now because that's tonight's problem. But for now, I'm just gonna eat my dinner, and then eventually I'll like check Canvas and see if I have any other assignments that I have to do by tomorrow. I know that I have like 1 or 2 quizzes that's due for pediatrics tonight, so I will get to that eventually. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys and let you know how my day went. Good morning, you guys. So today is now Wednesday, and I have 1 class today. So today's class is, I believe it's quality and safety and nursing practice or something along those lines. I'm not entirely sure what the course is about, but I think it's about like making errors and how to correct those errors, and I think it's more of like a ethical, like theoretical type of class. I believe we're gonna do a lot of writing in that class as well, but that's my only class for today, and it's at 1. Right now it is about like 9:45, and I am going on campus so that way I can go to the gym before my classes. The other day I went to Greg, which is on Speedway, so it's one of the more popular gyms on campus, but today I'm actually gonna go to the Rec, so that's right next to the stadium, and I don't know why, some people prefer Greg, but I prefer the Rec. I feel like it's not as crowded and it's definitely bigger, and in my opinion I feel like there's just so much more there. I'm really excited for today. What I like a little bit more about this semester so far is that we're not in clinicals the whole week. Like I remember last semester we were in our scrubs 24/7, and even though we didn't have clinicals like 5 days out of the week, our courses required us to do open lab hours where we had to stay after classes and we had to wear our uniform and we had to practice for our video performance exams. We had so many hours that we had to complete in order to get credit for the course, so we were always in scrubs. But this semester we just have our 2 clinicals. I feel like we're kind of going back to like what it feels like to be in college, like being able to dress cute or, you know, feel like a regular college student. But yeah, I guess that's all I have to say for right now, so I'll just keep you guys updated throughout the day. Oh guys, I also forgot to mention something. So I also have to take a medication exam today. So since I'm a senior now, in the past we used to be able to pass with like a 95 or like a 90, but since I'm a senior, I have to pass with 100%. And so basically what the med exam is, it's just like a medication calculation exam. So they'll give us like a medication and say the doctor ordered this many milligrams every whatever. This is the patient's weight, this is how much comes in the vial, and we have to calculate the right dosage. So I had that exam today at 4. So if any of y'all are in nursing school and y'all are familiar with UWorld, that's what I'm going to be using. For those of you who aren't in nursing school, UWorld is just a website where we can do NCLEX practice questions. I've taken a couple exams on there, but they also give us like practice exams, and they just give us NCLEX style questions. But yeah, that's what I forgot to mention to you guys. So yeah.
Match what we're really seeing in healthcare systems right now. And in particular, what we're seeing addressed on the NCLEX and quality and safety for this next generation of the NCLEX, and really I think these last two iterations, it's been expected that our students understand how they fit into the puzzle as impacting quality and safety measures in the hospital. And that's our hope.
Hello you guys, so I just got done with my med exam, so I'm done for the day, and I failed. We were supposed to get 100% and I got an 88, so I missed 3 questions. One of them, I'll admit, I did get it wrong. I really did. Like, I didn't know how to solve for it. I didn't know what I was doing. But 2 of them, I'm so upset about it. I'm so upset. So I just missed both of these questions by like 0.1. So instead of it being like 25.6, when I submitted it, it said it was 25.7. So one of us, whether it was the computer or me, was just rounding a little bit too much or too little. So yeah, I didn't get 100, so I failed. But it's okay. Like, I'm not like stressed about it. I'm not like, oh my god, I failed. But 3 days in and I already failed my first exam. So I do have a chance to do my second attempt, so I believe that's gonna be tomorrow. Everyone that I know failed, so I'm not alone in this. It wasn't just me, but all of my friends failed. I only know one person who actually passed it. So I think that says enough about how difficult this exam was. It was just like a lot of reconstitution questions. So it was like, if you add like 500 milliliters of normal saline, how much of the diluent do you, it was a mess. And also it's the third day and you expect us to get 100% on this, but I'm not too stressed about it. I know that I'm not worried about it. I'm still gonna be in my clinicals. I'm still gonna do what I have to do. I'm gonna pass my second attempt. Like, I know I am. But yeah, so I'm done with the day. I'm not terribly stressed about it. It is what it is. I'm gonna get my second attempt. Now I know what to expect. And good morning, you guys. So today is Thursday, and I know I look crazy right now, but it's because it's 7:45 in the morning, and I'm getting ready for classes. Today is gonna be a crazy. So I have to be at school at 9 because I have 3 lectures and I have to take my med exam again. But the thing is, it's back to back. Like, there's not even 5 minutes in between these classes. I have to go to my adult health lecture from 9 in the morning to 11 in the morning. Then I have my second class, which is my career building class, where we do like resumes and things like that, and that's from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then I have my pediatrics lecture, which is from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And then I had to sign up for my med exam. The only possible slot that I could sign up for was from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So it's literally gonna be a 9 to 5, no break, no lunch. Like, do I even have time to use the restroom today? Probably not. But yeah, y'all pray for me because today's gonna be super crazy. Like, it'd be different if it was 9 to 5 and it was like 2 classes, but no, it's literally 3 plus a 2-hour exam. What am I gonna do? That's my limit for today, and that's what I'm gonna be doing today. But we're gonna get through it, and then I'm done for the week.
On the left, you've got the anterior view. In the center, it's posterior. On the right, it's lateral, okay? And you can see the curvature, right? And that comes into play when we start talking about injuries, because the injuries happen a lot of times where those curves are. And when we have spinal cord injuries, things like sensory sensation is going to be affected a little bit differently because of these dermatomes. Okay, so spinal cord injuries. What do we know about them? We have about 17,000 new spinal cord injuries a year. A lot of spinal cord injuries happen with motor vehicle injuries, motor vehicle accidents, right? Falls and accidents, violence, those are the main causes of spinal cord injuries. So if there's bleeding, if there's a hematoma, things like that can create what we call a secondary injury. So compression fractures, usually older people, happening with jumps and falls.
Hello guys, so 9.5 hours later, I'm finally back home, and I have so much to say about today. So like I said, I had 3 classes today, and I was at the school for a total of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 10 hours. That is insane. So I had my 3 classes today. My first class was my adult health lecture class. So this is adult health 2B, and we just went straight into the content. We started learning about traumatic brain injuries, seizures, spinal cord injuries, and then we went straight into my second class, which is my career planning class. And this is actually a new course that got introduced to UT. So the associate dean of the nursing school, Dr. Wen, he decided to make a whole new course centered around building our resumes, how to build our connections, how to network, how to really like sell our skills, and how to present ourselves when it comes to us finding a job. And I learned so much today. Like, literally the first day, I learned how to construct my resume, how to make just little changes in words, sell myself, And I also learned a lot about the hiring process. And UT has connections all over Texas. He was even talking about some hospitals in California. But we were mainly focused on the hiring processes here in Texas. So they had hospitals in Austin, Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio. And I learned that I could be getting job offers as soon as literally next semester. There is a really high chance that I could be hired at a hospital and given an offer by the end of this year, and that is literally insane. It's kind of finally hitting me that I'm actually a senior now, and I only have 2 semesters left, and my next semester is my capstone semester, so that's where I'm actually going to be at the hospital with my assigned patients, and I'm basically going to be playing nurse for the semester. And then I'm getting my job offers, I'm graduating, I'm taking my NCLEX, and I'm going straight to work. But another thing that I learned is that the hospitals hire in cohorts. So it's not like you just like apply like anytime throughout the year. Like there are certain times throughout the year, certain months that they will hire new grads, so that way they have a start date at a certain time. He literally taught us the cohort timing, how long the application process takes. But another cool thing about this class is that we are going to be having guests throughout the semester. So we will be meeting hiring managers, we'll be meeting hospital CEOs. We're gonna have so many guests throughout the semester, and it's not just for networking purposes, but it's also for our general education. Like we'll be able to ask them questions, and we'll also be able to see from their perspective what makes a nurse a good candidate to be hired. And I just think that I am so blessed to have this opportunity, because not a lot of schools offer programs like this. I'm really excited for all the things that we're gonna learn, and I'm excited to grow my skills, grow my confidence, and just learn a lot about what to expect in the few months to come, because it's coming soon. I just found out whenever all my finals are going to be, and I'm going to be done by the end of April, and then after that I will be in my last semester. The semester that I can start getting hired, the semester where I will literally be having my own patients, my capstone semester. And I'm nervous, but I'm excited. Like, I don't have anything to be scared about, because, you know, I've come this far, and I'm not going to doubt my abilities, and I'm not going to doubt my knowledge, and I'm not just going to, like, look over all the hard work that I've done these past few years. But it's just really crazy to think about that, like, I'm almost there, and I still don't know what I want to do. I mean, I don't want to, like, put myself down or, like, look down on myself for not knowing what I want to do, or for being undecided about, like, what unit I want to join, or what unit I want to start working at. There's a lot of people that are in my shoes too that just don't really know yet. I'm still trying to find my happy medium. I'm still trying to figure out, like, what makes me the happiest, what's going to work with my desired schedule, what kind of work do I want to see. Do I want to work with adults? Do I want to work with babies, kids, moms? Like, do I even want to work in a hospital? Like, do I really want to be bedside, or, like, what do I want to do? The only thing that I know for certain right now is that right after I graduate, I do want to work bedside at a hospital, just because I've talked to my mom about it quite a few times, and she recommends that I do my 2 years of residency, so that way they actually train me and I learn, like, my skills. And then after those 2 years are up, like, you have some experience under your belt, and then you can literally go anywhere from there. So whether that's travel or in the clinic, or if I want to go to, like, a whole nother specialty, like, at least I have that backbone, and at least I know what I'm doing. Like, I'm not just, like, a fresh, like, I'm not a new grad, like, going into, like, the clinic and, like, losing all of my skills, you know what I mean? Because that's one thing. I don't want to lose my skills. I think that eventually I would like to have something, you know, more chill than inpatient, like in the hospital. And I think that in the future I would like to do something like in a clinic, but I really do want to work in a hospital first. But I'm not going to beat myself up for not knowing exactly what I want to do, because I'm still seeing, I still have pediatrics to see. And just because I've done, like, basically all my rotations in nursing school, it doesn't mean that I've seen everything. The specialties that I've seen in nursing school are rehab, ortho, neuro, mental health. I saw NICU, postpartum, labor and delivery, nursery. And I feel like what they're showing us is kind of just like the basic. And the one thing about nursing school is that they teach you how to be a nurse in a hospital. Like that's what they're going to expose you to, because that's like kind of like where they expect you to go straight out of graduation. But your options are limitless in nursing. There's so many options, there's so many paths that you could take, and I am still trying to find something that gives me meaning. You know what I mean? Like I could work anywhere and start making money and like start my career, but like will it genuinely fulfill me? Like will it genuinely make me happy? So that's what I'm searching for. And I'm not saying that like it has to check all my boxes and I'm not gonna work until I find like the perfect thing, but I'm still keeping my options open, and I'm not like focused on one thing and not exploring anything else. Because when I came into nursing school, I was like dead set on like I'm gonna be a labor and delivery nurse. And now that I've seen labor and delivery, I'm like it was cool, like I liked it, but will I do it for the rest of my life? Like probably not. And that's just kind of how I'm taking it right now. So when the time comes, everything will come to play, everything will work out in the end. But yeah, that's my little rant about me being undecided on my specialty. But after my career planning class, I went to my pediatrics class. Well, I didn't go to my pediatrics class. My pediatrics class basically came to me. I sat in the same seat for 6 hours. And the professor that I have, this is my 3rd time having her as a professor, and I have her 2 times this semester as well. I have her for 2 different classes this semester. But I love her. She's literally the sweetest thing. And it's such a difference having her as a senior than it was like having her as a freshman or having her as a junior. Like she is so laid back. We were also her COVID babies, so we were there whenever the pandemic hit. Like I literally remember taking her for global health, and it was like whenever COVID was first starting to spread, and she literally said it herself. She's like, guys, this is gonna be a pandemic, like it's about to hit the fan. And what do you know, like the next week or the week after, we never went back. We've been with her since the start of the pandemic, like literally at the start of the pandemic. So yeah, it's good. It's always good to have her. But yeah, for my pediatrics class, we didn't do too much. It was, again, like it's just syllabus week, but it was a little bit more interactive today. We were learning about like the developmental stages, not like going too into it in like to lecture, but it was kind of like more of like a discussion throughout the class. And then when 3 o'clock came around and I finally finished my 3 classes for the day, I had to go and take my med exam, the one that I said I had to get 100% on. And so tell me why I submitted and I had a 96%. I missed 1. And when I go check which one I got wrong, I had the answer right. I just didn't read the very, very last sentence of the question, and it said round to a whole number. I rounded it to 1 decimal point. So instead of putting 22, I put 22.2. So I had to take that med exam 3 times, but I finally got my 100. I'm cleared for clinicals. I never have to take that exam again. Oh, by the way, this is my last day for the week. So, oh my God, that means I just finished my first week of school. I don't know why I didn't realize that sooner. That was my first week of school. Pretty freaking crazy. But I will say that I have really, really high hopes for this semester. I'm really, really looking forward to my classes. And I'm really excited for what this semester has in store. My pediatrics, I'm really, really excited for that. Like, I'm actually so excited to go to the elementary school and to see all the little kids. I'm really, really excited. And I'm very proud of myself for how far I've come. And I know I'm going to kill it. I know I'm going to do great. I know that I'm going to stay focused. If anybody else is in nursing school, just know there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And you're going to get through this. And you're doing amazing. And I'm so proud of you. We're going to be amazing nurses one day. We're going to be saving so many lives. We're going to be so happy and so fulfilled with our careers. But thank you so much for watching today's video. I'm really excited to be filming content for this semester. I know it's going to be a good one. I feel it in my heart. I know it's going to be a good semester. I'm really excited to be sharing my experiences in my senior year with you guys. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.